push the button and let me know. I'm not going to make that joke again. I've made that joke far too many times. Oh, hiccups at the start of the stream. That's exactly what you want. You go to say something and you just, let me just hiccup real fast. Nearly projectile chunder.
It's always worse when it's painful hiccups.
Well, I kind of just kept it down to prevent it from being disruptive, but obviously on a carbonated beverage, it was
bit hard, yeah.
It was kind of rough. So it's Friday, Mike. You know what?
It's
Friday
the weekend.
Is. Oh, it's about to be a glorious weekend. Now,
well, for me, it's going to be a very wet weekend because we've got a large weather front headed in that'll last all weekend. So, yay!
But you like being a hermit sitting inside playing video games anyway, right?
Well, yeah, but I do go out on the weekend at times. So.
Still, damn it. Now, I will preface the start of this stream by, if I seem semi-distracted, I don't have it up as of yet. However, in 15 minutes or in half an hour, the reveal of the 2022 McLaren will be going live. We're like getting fully into the F1 car reveal process, so I'm very excited for that. Bold Sir Rob, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Friday evening.
Hello.
But Mike, how the hell are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm okay.
He's okay. I get the feeling that do you know what that tells me? That's got me excited because it tells me that delivery tells me at some point we have story time with Mike this stream.
I honestly don't think we do, but okay, I'll try and think of something.
Okay,
Once upon a time, there was a little ginger boy. His name was Simon, and he said he was going to stream the F1.
Was it?
And hey ho, here we are today with Simon streaming F1.
Alright, well, story time with Mike has now been and gone. I'm not going to lie, not my favourite story time with Mike, but you know what? It gets a 6 out of 10 because I was in it.
Over 5 is good for me.
So, we've done a small bit of analysis. So we have, if we go back to home, we have 11 weeks till the forecasting centre and the simulator are built, which brings us to Ardennes. Ardennes is 79 days, so that's when everything will be built for the Ardennes Grand Prix. Now, our current race is Cape Town, which is 16 days away, and our breaks are ready in 15 days, round up. So we won't have breaks for Cape Town, but it does mean we will have breaks for Vancouver. So here's what we're gonna do for this race. We've still only got like the 2 new parts, which currently we're working on the performance for. So we're gonna split those up. We are gonna give I think Hamilton will have the engine, and we'll give Mick the suspension. Then for Vancouver, we're going to stick everything in Hamilton's car because he gets the buff. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully by Vancouver, we'll have the brakes. And then we'll have our... Well, this stream will have our next part on the way. That's kind of what I am thinking. That or he's forgotten Valentine's Day. Oh, yes. The day of the 14th of February, which was a seated contentment of mine for a long time.
Okay, I feel like... I mean, the only thing that happens for me on Valentine's Day is I sit at home, alone, and have a sad wank.
Yo, true. hard relate. Oh, hold on, we got an email about our finances.
Sometimes it's not a sad wank.
Sometimes. 77 laps. Oh boy, that's a lot of laps. Yeah, healthy.
Sometimes I'm too busy playing games and I forget to do the wank.
Jesus Christ! Looks like gearbox is the worst part. Yeah, the car's needing some work. I'm thinking gearbox next, in all honesty, after the brakes are done. I was kind of umming and ahhing about what to do next, and I definitely think the gearbox is the way to go, which we'll be doing in a couple of days here. Lovely. So the brakes are finished.
Fucking hell, that was a full can.
Oh, they're starting at 60%.
Have you ever had that? You open like a can of beverage and you go to take a sip and some of it is already spilling out because it's so full.
Dude, literally had it earlier. I was in my kitchen. I just got
I mean, it's nice that it's so full, but at least you'd prefer to be prepared for it rather than having it down your top.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, so I'm walking through my kitchen. I've got one of the greatest drinks alive. Not Pepsi Max Cherry. This is the greatest drink alive. This was Pepsi Max Lime. And I crack it open and just woof. And I'm like, oh, cheers. I'm wearing it now.
That is the problem with carbonated drinks that introduce oxygen half the time to go whoosh.
Right. So,
still or only slightly carbonated drinks don't do that so much. And you just find out when you accidentally tip it down your crotch.
Do you know, I'm going to do something completely insane.
You're going to attach a part that's looking ready to blow up onto a car.
No, not ready to blow up. I think these brakes might survive. 60% seems healthy. I'm thinking we risk the brakes.
If you want.
Right, gearbox.
It doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about it to dispute it, so go on ahead.
Just do it. Ooh, okay. So, here's... Okay, so I want that. I want that. I want that. Oh, no, wait, hold on. No, I don't want that. I want... Alright, let's get... Hold on. We want that.
There is a story, I can tell.
That. We want that. How much red zone did that do? 50%? And we want that. Yes.
Okay, so now that you've had your little mutter spree, there is a story I can tell.
Hold on, just dropping 4 mil on a gearbox. Right, good, go.
It's fine.
It's
I'm
fine.
used to being ignored.
No, you are not being ignored. You are a beloved member of this team and our community. Come on, chat, help me out here, please.
You can't see it, but turn it away from the microphone.
Well, I can't see it, but I can hear it. I can definitely hear it. What is your story, oh bold Sir Mike? Yeah. See, Rob, I'm sorry. I need to bolt, like, listen to the man.
You can't steal another man's username.
I didn't. I called you bold Sir Mike, not bold Sir Rob.
But I don't know, copyright laws, blah blah blah. Yeah, done. Words.
I just played polymerization, friend. Come on now, you know how this works.
Fine. Anyway, so did some work in one of the rooms at the hotel. I was told
that it due to a ruptured anus?
No, it was not. Stop talking about the ruptured anus.
One day I'm gonna get a ruptured anus story, and it's gonna be brilliant. Proceed.
You had a ruptured water tank story, which is more or less the same because the hotel is incontinent. It seems
not an anus.
It's not an anus, but it's still incontinent.
Valid. Okay, proceed.
Anyway, did some work in one of the rooms. Painted the windows, sorted out the water thing. I was told it was due back online tomorrow. My supervisor goes, I didn't want the windows done because it's back on tonight. Is it? And I'm thinking, you literally told me it's tomorrow. But I knew it wasn't going back on tomorrow anyway because the people who put the sink in fucked it up, so it was leaking. So it's back on Tuesday. So I had a sense of vindication and it felt good.
Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel all warm and fuzzy in your tum-tum?
I felt a little bit smug, yes. But no, the thing is, I literally told him, well, that sink's leaking, so they're not going to be able to do it tonight. And also, the fact the room was a fucking tip. Not by my doing, because we had the Tyler in there for the past week, so, yeah. Okay. And he just carries on saying, but it's back on tonight. What did I just tell you?
People not listening. Imagine that. Or Lee's calling you out in chat saying you're a lost cause. Fight.
No, he's right. I'm a lost cause.
Oh, no. I mean, listen,
I'm doomed.
I'm
nearly 30, damn it. And what have I done with my life?
So let's rephrase that question first and foremost. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, you're nearly 30. Congratulations. A lot of people don't get there. Second of all, what have you done with your life so far? You still got a lot of years ahead of you, friend. A lot of years.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yes. I mean, there's nothing to stop me from doing some part-time stuff on the side and seeing if I can get a kick out of that.
See, this man's is getting there. Sometimes it's just a little bit of application. Sometimes you need to get the lubricant, apply thoroughly, rub vigorously and all that. Right.
Thank you for the sexual innuendo joke. Now.
Okay. So, intermediate conditions in practice. I'm actually not too upset about that.
Okay. Young life crisis is over. He boldly ran away.
We must fight to run away.
His heart cut out and his liver removed, his bottom butt off and his penis split. Okay, that's enough music.
Oh, my wrist just cracked and now it feels really weird. I don't like it.
You've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right?
Oh, not for a hot minute, but yes, I have seen it.
Yeah, I immediately... I very much appreciate that comment. About me boldly running away, which I did not, so...
Implying Mike runs. Ha! Though to be fair,
I walk.
you were doing it for a brief period there, weren't you?
I did it last week as well.
Oh, well, you see? This man's is on it.
Admittedly, I didn't get much done throughout the working week this week, which is a bit of a shame, but, yeah, I just had trouble waking up. Maybe I should do them in the evenings. Might be easier. Because I'm awake, but then again, by that point, am I too tired? I don't know! Well, it wouldn't matter if I did it the evening, today, because it's the weekend tomorrow, so...
This is what I go first thing in the morning because, yeah, it sucks waking up that early first thing. But once you're in the routine of it, it really isn't that bad. And then you've done it for the day.
I mean, I feel like I do get in the routine of it, but it's mostly because it's winter. I have a hard time waking up in winter. Because it's usually dark, it's cold, and I'm basically like a cat in the winter. I'll traverse to the warmest part of anything, and because I got a hot water bottle just to help heat the bottom of my bed up before I go to bed, because it's freezing in my bed sometimes.
That's fair.
I now just migrate towards where the water bottle is because it's still somewhat warm in the morning.
I'm just imagining you curled up down the bottom of the bed, like under the covers as a sleepy cat. Mick has better feedback than Lewis. Yeah, he does. Like I'm surprised by that. Seeing Mick's feedback is so high, but I'm not complaining about it. It's
Also, I'd like to correct you. I don't go to the bottom of the bed. I take the water bottle from the bottom of the bed to the top of the bed.
Gotcha. Have you ever?
But everything else is accurate.
Have you ever considered investing in an electric blanket?
I have once, but it's the fact that it's an electric blanket. It's kind of what... It's like if I was running a electric heater on. It's money. Whereas water bottle, because my water bill is a fixed rate regardless, so I can use as much water as I want and I still pay the same amount. I'd rather use a hot water bottle.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Whereas
that makes sense.
The electric is based on how much I use. So that is just me being a stingy git there, so...
That's fair. Yeah, so your coldness, by the sounds of it, like, is just due to the fact you don't want to spend money. But hey, yeah. I credit you for being stubborn enough with it.
In all honesty, though, I feel like I've not had to turn my heater on as much this winter. It's been quite mild. In terms of winter. Relatively mild, although that's looking to change this weekend and onwards, but we'll see how that goes.
I actually had to crack a heater out. It's rare for me to give in and want to actually use a heater. I'm going to bring the guys in and put them onto dry tires.
I know we've had this conversation before, but I find that over in the east, it's a lot colder in the winter and a lot hotter in the summer than it is over in the west.
Yeah, when we were I couldn't believe it when we were down there in November because it felt freezing over here. We get to yours, it's like 12. Like, why is it 12? Yeah. This makes no sense.
Well, we got
Handling's
the.
only good. Oh,
I can't actually answer that because I don't honestly know. I
well,
think it's something to do with Atlantic weather patterns, but you'd think it'd always be cold because it's the Atlantic. But hey, hey, I could be wrong.
Bold Sir Rob confirming.
I am not a physician.
Bold Sir Rob confirming. Holy Grail was the origin of his name. Of course, he'll use a chance to quote from it. Man, excellent
Yeah.
on the downforce and only good in the other areas.
Honestly, Bolterop, I am so frustrated that it took me this long to realise that's where your name come from. As soon as you made the Holy Grail quote, it clicked, and I thought, oh, son of a bitch, I should have known that.
Now, wait a goddamn minute here. Right.
But
Let's get the race knowledge, then try and get some quali knowledge. Albeit, is it gonna... Oh, it's going to start raining again! No!
they're good in rain. I feel like I need a nibble of something, but I shouldn't.
I did myself some dinner just before I started. Oh, let me tell you.
I had a small puck of pie, but it was literally just the pie. I didn't have anything else with it, so maybe I should. No, I've had dinner.
Yeah, but you know.
And I had a pasty for lunch, so.
Oh, them pasties.
So I need to draw a line here.
Those delicious pasties. I did myself some teriyaki chicken. So this morning, 9 a.m.
Okay.
Crack open a fresh pack of chicken fillets.
Oh, I've got some. Sorry.
Proceed.
Carry on. No. Carry on. I'll finish my bit for later.
Yeah, I pull out these chicken fillets. I withdraw one. I put it in a sandwich bag. Within the sandwich bag, I take some teriyaki sauce. Because, you know, I'm doing teriyaki chicken. But then I was like, I don't just want it to be teriyaki. I want to do something else with this.
Okay.
So in there, I put some sweet soy sauce, some sriracha chili, a tiny sprinkling of Cajun, and some garlic salt.
Okay, so what was the end result like then?
Well, what I then proceeded to do is I then proceeded to put the chicken in the fridge and marinate it for 8 hours.
Okay.
And then I withdrew it, nice moist chicken. And then what I did is I heated up a skillet, diced the chicken while the skillet was heating, and then obviously, you know, it was only one chicken breast. There was a lot of leftover sauce, so I threw the chicken and the sauce into the skillet. That fried up nicely in a few minutes, stayed nice and moist, and the sauce obviously thickened over the heat and became just like a sticky glaze. Oh,
okay.
Oh, now I wasn't too hungry, so I only just had it with like a bagel. But man, it was real good. So now I'm starting to think, okay, so now I need to incorporate like a rice dish with this, maybe, you know. But it was for my first time doing my own marinated chicken, it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've got some piri chicken fillets in my fridge, so I might have that.
So one of my favourite flavours, I regularly get piri piri rub for my chicken, and I'll like apply the
rub your chicken with it, yeah.
Yeah. Rub the chicken down all nice and like. Oh no, don't rain too heavy. I at least want to get level 2 on the soft tyre. 1 degree from last night till about 9 a.m. That's freezing. And someone was already Bold Sir Robin on Twitch. Ah, so you just kind of just dropped it down to Bold Sir
Nothing wrong with that.
Makes sense. I mean, by the sounds of it, someone stole your gimmick. But hey, you know, you got to do what you can. Okay, so with the rain coming down more, we need to bring them in and get the intermediate tyre back on so we can carry on getting some knowledge on that. So far, in terms of practice pace, Mick is 21st, so he's faster than 3 other cars, which is nice. Hamilton up in the top 10. How is he feeling? Okay, so he likes what we did with the setup. So shall we... We still need to get quali trim. Yeah. So qualifying, 3 laps. Go back out on the inter. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Do 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 do. Where is... Oh, Schumacher's coming around to finish his lap. I think Schumacher liked the setup changes from memory. I think he did. Yeah, he did. He did. He was like, this nice. Very good. Right, let's go. Let's get practice out of the way. Let's get into the actual event, shall we? Let's get level 3 knowledge on our intermediates, level 3 knowledge on qualifying. Track transitions to wet. I mean, the Inter is still the best tyre to be on right now. Yeah, we're not going to get any knowledge on a dry tyre. Brendan Hartley in the friggin' Alfa Romeo is up in 3rd. Okay, well, Sonoda's up there quite high as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Man, I just hope over the course of the year we can make the car better and then get off to a better start in the following season.
Oh, see, it's something we always say every season.
It is. I'm starting to think our facility is holding us back a bit.
The game just shits on us, really. It's like, oh, what's that? Do you think you can get a better car? How about no?
Yeah, I'm starting to think the facility is holding us back a little bit. We do need to get a better facility.
We need to sort that out, and we shall.
Yeah, we're going to invest in our... we're going to invest in the old design centre next season.
So close.
Get that to level 3.
Okay.
Do you know what? Just go wet tyres. Just enjoy some wet tyres. Go on, why not? What is there to lose? We might actually gain something by having this knowledge. It might come in helpful. I doubt it, but hey, ho. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hells yeah. I'm glad you were there for that.
Let me take.
Here we go.
Let's scrape up. Bam. Done.
Track is soaked for all of like a nanosecond.
Oh boy.
Because it's just going to drop back down to wet shortly. But Cape Town's one of those tracks. It always works out for us. So we'll see if it works out this time around. At least we've had a better start to this season. Alfa Romeo have just become very fast this season. But to be fair, Williams have taken something of a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Or seemingly they have. I'm not 100% sure if they have, but, you know. Lewis Hamilton, well, very much slow. Oh, to be fair, the reason he's slow is because the tracks now are considered damp and we're on wet tyres. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Come on. Level 2 knowledge, maybe? Maybe? Nice. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Having level 2 knowledge on the soft tyre as well means we'll be able to one-stop. We can just do a set of soft to a set of soft. Which is fine. I might just turn my heater off. I'm now starting to get very toasty.
Knowing when to stop's a good thing.
It is. Sometimes, you know, stopping a good thing can be hard, you know. Right. Okay, we got no knowledge on the ultra soft tyre, so we're going to go quali trim and we're going to go friggin' soft tyre. Because we got no knowledge on the ultra. But we always race better than we qualify. Remember that, chap. This is important information. In my mind. Plus, of course, we've got our new golden strap. Put all the focus on Mick. You know, we are Mick focused. He needs some of that positive reinforcement, and by God, is it going this year? Mick's gonna get points this season. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
I make a proclamation here
To the
11th of
nation
February.
and other nations.
11th of February, 6:55 p.m. Mick Schumacher will score points, both in this game and IRL. How about that? I'm doubling down.
What happens if you only get half the proclamation done?
Then can I take the one of him scoring points in our series?
Ah,
I'd prefer that over IRL. Right, overheated on brakes and perfect on tyres for Mick Schumacher. At least he's got a bit of clear air ahead of him. Like, yeah, there's a Ferrari on the track ahead of him, and there's also a Alpine, I think that is. But he's got a bit of fresh air in front of him. We'll take a wee little bit of fresh air. I thought he was 1.4 down on Lewis in the first sector, but I realised Leclerc is currently fastest. That made me feel way better about everything. So, oh yeah, because Leclerc's in front of Mick on the road. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Leclerc currently up. Mick is 3.1 down on Leclerc as he goes through the second sector. That Ferrari is something. I think Verstappen and Leclerc are separated by 4 points in the championship. Hamilton 2.8 off Leclerc. Where's Mick going to end up? 4.1 off Leclerc. Cassidy goes 4/10 slower than Charles Leclerc. There's a many-car sandwich in turn 1. Let's get round and bolt on a fresh set of boots, see if we can go again. It would be nice if we can. Well, I'm pretty sure we can. It's a short circuit. This is where having one of those target positions screws us when it comes to qualifying. Because it's harder to get in qualifying. Although I don't see how we're going to get 4/10 of a second. To be fair, all Hamilton needs to do is get through. Or all either of them need to do is get through, in all honesty. Right, let's hold. Let's hold. 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 Now. Go. Holding. Holding. Still holding. Hold.
Okay.
Hold. Now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. There's no way we're 24th and 21st fastest. I refuse to believe we are faster than this. And if we're not, well, shit. That's all I got.
Well, damn it.
That's all I got. Right, come on, Mick.
Well, we tried.
Mick round to start his final flying lap.
That's what we want.
There is a Mercedes just in front of him. Hamilton's got clear air. Mick charging through the first sector. Is it a personal... Oh, it's a personal best. It's a huge personal... I think he's up by 4/10 just in the first sector. That is huge. Turning in. Look at that. Beautifully kissing the apexes. Absolutely fabulous. Swinging out wide. Oh, missed the apex a bit there. 2.7 down. His middle sector hasn't been as hot. Can he drag something special out through the final sector? Mick Schumacher on the gas. Charges towards the line. Sadly, he cannot improve. Can Lewis Hamilton improve? From 21st up to 20th.
Well, shit.
Yes. Yes, quite. This is what we call, this is us not having knowledge on the ultra soft tyre. This is what doing that has done to us. However, there is still a race to be had. 77 laps of Cape Town. And I decree that we will score points.
Yeah, you've decreed it, so therefore it must happen.
Exactly. And
So shall it be written, so shall it be done.
if it doesn't happen, then oh god, who knows what's like. I might as well just quit.
I will mock you.
Oh my.
Actually, I'll tell you what will happen. When I stream XCOM, I will swap your legs out with the tiny piddly legs.
No,
And make you look ridiculous.
not the tiny little weed legs. I've already got tiny little weed legs IRL.
Ah.
I don't need a video game telling me I have tiny little weed legs.
Think of the laughter we will have watching your character run with this heavy space marine armor on the top half and just your little legs on the bottom half.
I mean, true, that does sound pretty funny. I'll give you that. Oh, I don't want to watch qualifying. Simulate the session.
Yes, we don't need it anymore.
Come on, do it. Someone do a madness. Someone do
Everyone
an
else.
absolute... Look at this, right? So they're down doing 104s, right?
That sounds
But
suspicious to me.
in session 1, Leclerc did a 102. A 102! I'm starting to think we should just simulate. Then again, did we do that once and it went terribly?
Yes. It went awful
Look,
for us.
Look! What is this? You went a second slower. Then again, mostly everyone went a second slower, but that's fine. You know, I don't want to say there's any technical tomfoolery going on here.
I'm gonna say it. There's technical tomfoolery going on there.
It's one of my favourite sayings.
I have no proof, but I stand by what I say.
Okay, Leclerc on pole from Cassidy from Verstappen. Russell up there in 5th. Sainz in 4th. Colton Hirscher up in 8th in the Bugatti. Alright, well, friggin' rip me, I guess. That sucks. Anus. Mick Schumacher has no chance of catching Charles Leclerc tomorrow. Now listen. Mick is great. We love Mick. Mick, fantastic driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just need to give him the machinery. And right now, we just don't have
Don't have it.
the machine. Oh, hello. This is looking like it's going to be a wet boy. Do we do the inter knowledge or do we do the soft knowledge?
I cannot tell you.
How much is it going to rain and for how long? I'm going to split the strategy. I'm going to give Mick the inter knowledge. And I'm going to give... No, I'm not. I'm going to give Lewis the inter knowledge as well. I want that inter knowledge. I want it. Oh, but is it going to rain the whole race? I can't tell. It's going to be raining up until lap 19 at least.
Well, here's the thing. Real question. No, we probably should start with the inters.
We're going to start with the inters, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm just
you
thinking,
questioning
like,
whether we should go...
the knowledge. Do we want to go inters and get the immediate performance? Or do we want to put one of them on soft knowledge in the thought that later on in the race, it'll be dry? Do you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
One soft, one...
I'm taking
The way
the
I see it, because it's the symbol is the sun and rain clouds, chances are it might dry up later.
Yes. Yeah. I think it will as well. Right. Car... Here we go. Let's just get into this. Let's just friggin' go for it. No regret, no surrender. Here we go. Cape Town, South African Grand Prix. 5 lights. And we're underway.
Here we go.
Now, turn 1 here is usually absolute pandemonium. Mick hanging back. Will he send it down the inside? Answer is no. Hamilton thinking about a move. Hamilton making moves, or trying to make moves. He seems to be boxed in. Both of our cars make a sensational move.
Nice.
Up already a couple positions. That's what we love to see. It was Saboy who ran wide in the Mercedes, so he has dropped. Although that Williams of Ocon, he's been forced out by one of the Aston Martins. It's getting very busy here.
That's not a good box, but...
Cassidy has fallen down to 5th. George Russell up into 2nd place. Schumacher getting squeezed. He's got the inside, though. Now can he make a move on the Alpha Tauri of Auer and Della Traz in the McLaren? Looks like he can.
Say yes.
Can he get the acceleration? Auer holding on. Looks like we're through, though.
I was trying to fight back, and he is. He's fighting back.
Fights back successfully, but side by side, and we appear to have made the move stick for now. So at the synchronized slingshot maneuver, yeah, the whole team, that was like Talladega Nights, the old shake and bake. What a maneuver. Look at our guys getting through 15th and 16th, tremendously jumping through the field. Can we do a synchronized slingshot again on the 2nd lap of the Grand Prix? Oh, Mick on traction. Can he get Yamashita? Doesn't look like it. Although he's looking either way. Looking left, looking right. Hamilton's surging his way up the field.
Yep.
Oh, that looks like a tasty little scrap going on up there. Can Mick get involved with it? As he tries the outside of Yamashita.
Yamashita's trying to push him off, it seems.
Oh, is he going to stick him in the wall? No.
No. Probably the best.
Yamashita now getting involved with the scrap by Hamilton. Ooh, Hamilton aggressively defends. Although Hamilton's now on a terrible line. Mick, though, can he go around the outside of the McLaren? Not quite. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc has pulled out 3.5 seconds on George Russell. That's an absolute madness. Come on, let's make as many moves as possible through these opening couple of laps, boys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, there's a spanner for Colton Herrscher in the Bugatti. Hamilton makes a move down the inside. Can Mick Schumacher do the same? He tries to turn in, but there's a Williams there. That was a very late move from Esteban Ocon. Oh, we're going to get past. And we're going to get past the Bugatti.
Nice.
Doing everything we can right now to fight our way up the field. Let's go!
That's what I like to see.
Oh, Hamilton has caused a collision.
Boo.
It's rear wing damage. I think he can carry on for now. It'll be at the pit stop where we'll need to get that sorted. I think we're okay right now on that part. I think what I'd like to do is, if we can, get to the point of where we're going to need the wet tyre. I don't know if we can do that many laps, though. Right, I'm gonna need to bring down their engines, because they are burning a lot of fuel right now. Yeah, I know you're churning through tyres, but we don't really need to worry about the wet tyre, the intermediates right now. We can carry on pushing them for a few laps. Albeit we have lost 15% in a couple of laps. That is cause for concern. Ocon in the pits with Damage. I think I'm going to bring Hamilton down a bit to try and preserve his tyres a bit. And I'm going to do the same with Mick, but I'm going to put him onto push. Lewis spanner flashing. Yeah, Lewis has got rear wing damage from an incident. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna worry about the rear wing. It doesn't rear wing doesn't have like a massive impact on pace. So what I'm thinking about doing is fixing that when we come in to fit the wet tire, because it won't be lap 19 that we need the wet tire. It'll be just after that. But then again, what if the rain starts tapering off? I don't know. This is why I love wet races. There's so much more to think about in them.
Mm.
Leclerc with 5.5 seconds now. That boy is doing an absolute madness. Hamilton is defending ninth from Visa. That's perfectly fine. What is everyone doing in terms of their strategies? Okay, this appears to be kind of normal for pushing. Some conserving their tyres. Which I might do with then again, I don't think driving style affects park condition. I think it's how hard you're actually pushing the car, which I think I'm gonna bring that down for Lewis now. Mick, we're gonna keep pushing with Mick. Try and utilise this period of the race where he's got the bonus performance of the intermediate. Because Lewis doesn't have that at the moment, whereas Mick does. So it makes sense for us to push Mick harder now. And then plus Mick's got, across the whole car, it's slightly less reliable. We do need to work on the reliability of some of his parts. But then we're going to replace him anyway with new parts. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Lap 19, the rain is still increasing ever so slightly. Verstappen closing the gap to Leclerc now. Because Leclerc is actually saving his tyres at the moment. Ocon is pushing very hard at the back of the field, but to be fair, he's got nothing but fresh air in front of him, so that makes sense. And a lot of it. Hamilton a 14.2 last time around. Mick 14.8. 14.8 is solid pace. I don't want us to end up making too many pit stops. That's my only concern right now. Oh, let's speed this up a little bit, because I get the feeling we're going to be... we're in this for the long haul with 77 laps.
And I have a drink, so it's all good.
Oh, Mike's got a brewski. What are you drinking?
Batch's Haze. Cloudy Somerset cider.
That does sound quite lovely. I've just cracked my window open because it is actually getting somewhat toasty. Tictum collides with Liam Lawson. Sounds like a Aston Martin has hit a Bugatti. I'm all for the Bugattis having issues.
Okay.
Oh, we don't like Bugatti. Screw Bugatti. Right, so now we're gonna actually start to conserve and bring things down with Mick as well. How's Hamilton's rear wing? Still at 15%. 15% is perfect. It's fine. It's, it's still there. It's still attached to the car. It's still doing its job. Carlos Sainz Jr. has locked up. That is mighty unfortunate. Yamashita now all over the back of Mick Schumacher. Valtteri Bottas locks up. Where is Bottas? Bottas down in 18th place. Seven laps completed. 10% of the Grand Prix is done. Sorry, 11%. No. The first 11th. 7. Yes. Help.
Help! Help! I need to learn how to spell help.
Yeah, please. Help required. I am in need of help. Oh, okay. So the bar after the one on lap 19 is staying flat.
Interesting.
Many are, yes.
Ah, yes, young grasshopper. You have noticed the weather.
I really don't want to conserve mixed tyres because we're in a good position right now with him. And if I tell him to drive slower, he might drop through the field, and that's I don't want that.
Well, chances are we'll be changing tyres anyway, so just carry on as you are with tyres.
Yeah,
The only
we're
thing you
gonna
have to keep an eye out is on petrol, but you're already on the meter for that, so that should somewhat build that up slowly now. So,
yeah we're gonna passively. Oh, Ricardo and Hercher in the pits for Damage.
mm,
Ricardo qualified in the top 10, so I don't know why he's running down there so low. Apparently Lewis is trying to overtake Perez. Good work, Lewis. Keep it up. What's Perez doing? Perez is... Oh, no. Perez is defending hard. He's gone high on his engine mode. Those guys have gone to the wet tyre. It's a bit early for the wet tyre, I think. I think we're a few laps away from the wet tyre yet. I know on this game it's, like, better, like... You actually want to be on the right tyre at the right time. Hamilton has passed Perez. He's up into 8th place. Good work. I don't know. I'm not actually going to pit Mick yet. Right, so that's where the bar is, right? So it's over halfway, I'd say. The wet tyres... We're not quite there yet. Is it worth on the next bar going to wet? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I am unsure. All I know is Savoy is in the pits. Savoy coming out on the wet tyre. Maybe the AI knows something we don't. Maybe.
I don't know. Half the time the AI switches tyres on and switches tyres to like wets or intermediates when the rain hasn't even started yet. So I wouldn't quite believe them just yet.
Yeah, true. True. Now I am concerned because Lewis's rear wing is now down to 7%.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking with... He can't do too many more laps. He's going to need to come in.
Okay, so...
I don't think it's going to be worth going to the wet tyre. Because look, if you look at just after that bar after 19, it's starting to come down again. So I'm thinking with Lewis... We bring Lewis in, and we put another set of intermediates on to run longer.
Yeah, may as well.
Let's do that. Yeah, because the tyres, they work. And they're gonna work continuously, so we might as well repair the rear wing. It adds a lot of time to the pit stop. A lot of time, but quite frankly, we need to do it. He's gonna come out of the back, but... Like, we need to, because we need him to finish the race. So... Yeah, I think we'll soldier on with the intermediate with Lewis. It will continue to work, and then we'll just... At least with that set, they'll be in a better nick. And then what will happen is, once the rain fully dies out, we will then fit on a set of... We'll fit on a set of soft compound tyres and hopefully run to the end once the rain, you know, dies off completely, which it looks like it's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But what it does is it does promote Mick Schumacher into the position where we would get our sponsor objective. Only one spot away from World Championship points.
Yeah, okay.
Hamilton comes out 21st. He is behind Savoy, which is not ideal. Savoy on the wet tyre, though, so I think we should be able to overtake him just because we're on not the right tyre. I'm going to see what the AI does. We probably could have put Lewis on wets. But the AI is carrying on. And I don't think it's worth coming in for that short period. I think soldiering on the intermediate might be the way to go. Because by the time that like our tyres like wear out, it's going to be time for a set of inters again, especially for Mick. I know I said about being on the right tyre at the right time, but yeah, I think inters are the way to go right now. Especially for Mick, because Mick's getting the performance boost from him. Yeah, and that rain's coming down. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, chat. Don't go away, because this could continue to be very exciting. Those on the wets will have to make another pit stop. Hamilton can go deep into this Grand Prix. Mick doing a great job of defending 11th, by the way. I don't really want to do much like with him in terms of like his driving, so I'm going to leave his driving to like where it is right now. I think it's a good spot to leave it. Carlos Sainz Jr. has crashed. Oh!
Ooh.
Less safety car. Less safety car. I don't think there's any point in changing tyres.
No, because that's going to go down again, as you said.
It's going to go down again. So we, I think we ignore with Lewis, but we
Keep him out, but we do switch tyres for Schumacher.
Yeah, we put him on another set of intermediates.
That's another position for us.
Yo, Mick in the points, baby!
Seems like Schumacher's not the only one going in the pits.
A lot of people coming in the pits. I think they're all going to fit the wet tyre. Oh, look at this! Just ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, everyone's going to fit the the pits, which is fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's good because he only lost one position. Schumacher.
Yes, yeah, we lost it to Bottas, who didn't pit.
Yeah.
The hell am I doing out on slicks? Well, you're not.
They're not slicks, you fool.
You're not, friend. You're on intermediates.
Look, there's no point us pitting for wets and then immediately pitting for.
No, there's not.
inters.
There's not at all. There's not.
If that was a longer period of time in the wets, then yeah, sure we would, but it's not. Really.
It's gonna come down. Yeah, it's gonna come down. And the safety car is doing 3 whole laps. So the safety car is going to be out for a long time. I mean, Leclerc hasn't even caught it yet. Don't worry about tyre temperature. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're not actually racing yet, Lewis. You're right. We're just following the safety car, so.
Right, Leclerc has caught the safety car.
Verstappen is catching up to it.
Now, interestingly,
yes,
Nick Cassidy up there in the Mercedes has not pit, and he has stayed on the intermediates. Right, so Dan Ticktum apparently has a mechanical issue. Yep, that looks like a mechanical issue. Yep.
If that's not a mechanical issue, then I am the Emperor of Kazakhstan.
Oh, yup, there's another mechanical issue.
Oh, and if that's not... so many mechanical issues.
So where are you the Emperor of now?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, you say? Right, Norris in. Are we going to get a position on Norris here?
I will say this. Chances are these countries do not have monarchies. I am literally just pulling country names out of my arse at this point, so...
Oh...
If you are from one of these and offended by the idea of me being your potential emperor, then I apologise. But I'm literally just pulling your country name out of a hat at this point.
Mick Schumacher's in the points. Mick Schumacher in points. He's 10. He's 10.
That's what I like to see.
Now, when the safety car comes in, I'm fully expecting those on wet tyres to get an advantage because the track is more like it's accustomed to wet tires, right? But after that period, and this has done wonders for helping us save fuel. Absolute wonder. I know it's done the same thing for everyone else. So Cassidy's going to drop through the field. We're probably going to drop a little bit, but we will do what we can. It's getting, right now, it's getting right to the peak of the rain as well. It's going to start tapering off after this. Oh, it's about to get spicy. Wow, that's where Carlos's car crashed as well. And they've just left it there. They're like, yup, this will do. Yup.
Oh. Typical.
Azerbaijan is a unitary semi-presidential republic. Cassidy is pit. No! No balls! They've pit for wet tyres! No balls! Wow, Cassidy cheating much. We are the only cars out on the intermediate.
How can you have a semi-presidential republic? It's either you have one or you don't. Or is that just like... Is that like air quotes as in semi-presidential, as in, I'm a president, but I'm not actually a president?
I think the president's just constantly rocking a semi.
Oh my.
He's just at half-mast the whole time. It's like, I care so much about this country. For the sake of anyone as part of the Republic of Azerbaijan, that is a joke. I'm just going to throw that out there now. I don't want to get cancelled.
Please do not kill us.
Yeah, the Inter right now, not right tyre. But, in about 5 laps, it'll be right tyre. Copium. I am high on copium right now.
I just thought the wording for it was a bit odd.
Right, okay, safety car is coming in at the end of the next lap. Not this lap, end of next lap. So here's what we're going to do. We're now going to start building tyre temperature, because that is going to be very important in the wet conditions, especially when you're on the wrong tyre. Safety car is heading to the garage. The car hole, if you will. We're about to go racing again. Apparently we're queuing into turn 1. Yep. Build that tyre temperature, gentlemen. Build the tyre temperature. This is going to be a harem-scarum couple of laps. Curious point. How long can Lewis get the soft tyres to go? 50 laps. All right. Good to know. Good to know from when it dries out. Copium is all that's needed. Yeah, we just need maximum copium. Right, let's now slow this down and get ready for the restart. Right. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Quite very scared. Can someone please move this Ferrari as well? Like, I don't think it's going to have any impact, but it's giving me severe anxiety. But there's a crane, like, 10 meters away. Let's go! Racing! Oh dear, you can see being on the wrong tyre. Yep. Yep. Go on, Mick. Go on, Mick. Send. Send. Ah, yes. It would appear being on the wrong tyre. How, like, this won't last long, I believe. Here's what we do. We fast forward through this phase.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Because I've just
I
seen
hear
how
you.
bad it is. We go neutral and medium, right? We fast forward through this phase. We understand that for these next few laps, we are going to suffer. However, in the near future, we will have the speed.
Okay.
A semi-presidential system is a system of government in which a president exists alongside a prime minister and a cabinet, with the latter two responding to legislature of the state. Google is your friend. We have learned today.
Yeah, I mean, I could have.
Okay. So it took us 1 lap to fall to the back of the field, and about 6 laps are all going to be on wrong tyres? Yes. Yes, they are. Now, either one of 2 things will happen there. There will be stupid AI, and they will pit very early for dry tyres. Or there will be stupid AI, and they will stay out on wet tyres. Yeah, all pit very late. So we just need to kind of hopium and copium right now.
Still, 56 laps remaining, so we have plenty of time to catch up.
Yeah. Hopium and copium powers. We're fine. Right now, I am in the state of believing. When this drops back down to wet instead of soaked, that's when we strike. Our powers of hopium and... Oh! Mick Schumacher!
Fuck.
That's what I get for making him push. I was getting him to push, and he just went sailing off the road.
Well. Fuck.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Ah! Hold on. Hold on. This is okay. This is more laps behind the safety car to get us to the point where the Inter is best tyre. Now listen, I don't want to say I was doing some research and I came across Crashgate, but, you know, we might have just employed some Singapore 2008 strats right here.
Jesus wept.
I'd also like to say, for the record, and for the defence, that Mick crashed on his own. I did not ask him. Why'd you get him to push in the wet? Asking for a friend. Well, because I wanted them to keep tyre temperature. So their tyre temperature was dropping when they were on neutral. So I wanted them to try and keep tyre temperature because keeping it like when the tyre temperature drops down, it was just going to be bad. It's happened before, so. But yeah. I was getting both of them to push. Like, Schumacher was pushing, Hamilton was pushing. Mick's the one who fell off the road first. It sucks. It really does suck. But, But yeah, to answer the reason, it was tyre temperature. Their tyre temperature was dropping. And in the wet, tyre temperature matters more. So it looks like it's going to stop raining circa around lap 40. Based upon what I'm seeing there. Man, we've got so much spare fuel. Just so much spare fuel. However, Lewis's gearbox, and I know his brakes coming into this race weren't good because they need to have the reliability worked on, but that gearbox is looking very second-hand at the moment. Right, so we need to attack, get the temperature up. Let's go round quickly because I'm not sitting here at ×1 speed. Bottas in the pits. And Bottas coming out on intermediates. Bottas utilising his brain. Realising intermediate be best tyre in the very near future. Copium. We're going to start this narrative again, are we? We're going to start the I hate Mick Schumacher narrative again. Okay, I see how it is.
There's always a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, always. Always. What I personally loved, so moment of the week that I found utterly brilliant was when Red Bull, I'm not going to say Red Bull did a car reveal, Red Bull did a livery reveal. Because essentially they just had a show car. Like it essentially is look nothing like what I think the car's actually going to look like. But there were people in the chat on the live stream complaining and basically still saying like, "Oh, you won nothing last year. Hamilton should have still been should have been champion." And granted, the FIA made a cock up. Let's not go into it too much. But how is any of that Red Bull's fault? Like genuinely. I don't understand the narrative here that people are going for. Right, so next bar along, it should drop down to wet, which is great. Then we're on the right tyre. Then this all works out. So how bad is the... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of busted. That's kind of real broke. Very nice. Very good. Up into 15th place. Yes. Yes, good. So my concern now is getting this set of intermediate tyres to last until when we swap to dries. That's going to be the major thing that we need to do. So we push now. And then we try and climb through the field now. We moderate the temperature. And then so we'll come off like uber pushing in the short future. Although saying that, it's looking like either the driving style or the weather conditions are starting to work out for us. Because we're climbing. Yes, up into 11th. That's contract, baby. Yup. Now down to wet conditions. This is where the tyres start coming into it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put him onto medium now. We're now at like the edge of the number 10 in terms of the temperature. So if we go to medium and just let the changing conditions and our high fuel mixture do the talking. And hopefully we will start or continue to make places. Going up the field. This is nice. Look at these hashtags in chat. Look at them. Johnson and Hull resigned. The fact that I am even being put in with that sack of human garbage makes me sick to my stomach.
Well.
That or it could be the fact that I might not have cooked that chicken long enough. It could be one or t'other, you know?
Well, I was going to say, are you sure you cooked the chicken enough?
I'm confident I did. Because
I feel like what they're doing here is like comparing apples and oranges.
Now, there's clearly a superior there, so I want you to choose very carefully when I answer this next question. Who's the apple and who's the orange?
If Donald Trump was in this, you know what my answer would be.
It's funny because spray tan.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you're the orange because you have orange hair, and Johnson's the apple that no one likes because it's a bit saggy and it's not ripe. In fact, it's a little bit off.
I've never heard someone call an apple saggy before.
Oh, you know when you find an apple and you can tell it's bad because the skin is kind of like shriveled a bit and it looks a bit saggy.
No,
Well, lucky you, because I found one once and I nearly bought a packet without noticing it there.
But I suppose the main difference there is I don't actively buy apples, so that would be the difference.
And you're also the orange because you like Terry's chocolate orange.
Oh, I love me some Terry's chocolate orange. Oh, dude, Hamilton down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, yep, we're now going into this whole thing about brakes, are we? Yep. Yep, this whole thing's about brakes. Yep. Because now I thought for a second that he might have just aquaplaned. Yeah, that's a very interesting point. How's that going to affect with these new 2022 cars? Because they're using Venturi tunnels to actually like suck the car onto the ground, and with the wet weather, ooh, first wet race of this season if they actually have one. Sounds like you've been hurt in the past by a bad apple. I think Mike was hurt by a bad apple.
Oh, love.
Cars are pitting. They're starting to fit the intermediate. It's all going according to plan. Well, it's not all going according to plan because Schumacher crashed. The plan would have been for both cars to be doing this right now.
The plan would be for both cars to be in points.
It's going 50% to plan.
Yeah, I was hurt in the past by a bad apple.
No one. That's one saggy apple. Dude, I tell you what, right? I am now, every time I go to the supermarket, starting tomorrow, because I'm doing it, I am going to look at the apples, and if I can find one I would say looks bad, I'm going to publish it to the Discord, and I'm going to ask, Mike, is this saggy? And I'm going to do it until you either... In fact, no, I'm not going to finish that. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence, because that gives you an out, and I'm not giving you an out. Louis Delatraz has been given a 5-second penalty.
Are we just going to have a new Discord chat? This is going to be labelled the list of saggy apples I've seen in my life. Or
no, it's going into Food Talk. So anyone that follows Food Talks, I apologise. It's about to get very appley.
Oh no!
You bought to quote one of my favourite characters in one of my favourite franchises. You've done that yourself! There's no such thing as a saggy apple. Apparently there is! And I shall shoulder the burden. I shall go on the journey.
The last saggy apple I found was in Lidl, so...
I shall go on the journey to find the saggy apple. Norris is on Super Softs! What are you doing?
Fool!
What are you doing? As Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the South African Grand Prix. This is too important. It should be its own thread. Voting on whether apples are saggy or not. Lee, as our Discord...
What do you mean justice for apples? I'm not I'm not dissing apples.
Lee, as our Discord community manager, how do you feel about saggy apples ? As a chat? It's up to you. It can either be its own thing, or it can go into food talks.
I kind of do see Simon's point of view and the fact that it is a food, so technically it should go in food talks, but equally, we don't want to open food talks and just see a bunch of pictures of saggy, rotten apples.
Yo, true. Maybe Norris used it. Yeah, do you know that's true? I didn't actually think about that point. Maybe Norris did use all of his inters. Now it's getting to the point where our tyres are okay. Leclerc, we're still pulling away from Leclerc somewhat. So here's what we're going to do. We're now going to start pushing our tyres a bit.
Okay.
Because we're going to be coming in to change them. So we now might as well take as much life out of these tyres as possible, because we are going to change them. Schumacher apples are not saggy.
I wasn't talking about Schumacher's apples. Christ. Where's your brain going to? Straight to the gutter.
Looks like all the others are going for dries. True, but we have pulled out over a second on Leclerc just on this lap alone. So I think for right now, we're on the right tyre. Until we start going to a positive delta, I think we're on the right tyre. Leclerc now 22 seconds behind. Is that Ferrari still on the track, or has it been moved? Let's follow Hamilton. Well, we were following Hamilton anyway. But let's continue to follow Hamilton to see. Has the Ferrari been moved? Still on a positive delta, which is nice. The Ferrari is no longer here. So the Ferrari did get moved eventually. Schumacher's brakes were saggy.
Now that is a possibility.
Personal best lap of the Grand Prix. Undercut would be the best option here. Maybe. We didn't gain as much time on Leclerc that time round. I want to see lap times. I want to see what Leclerc's lap time is going to be. Hamilton does the first sector. Yeah, no, he's not gaining as much anymore in terms of lap time. Leclerc did a 1:11.9. It wasn't the best lap. But I don't actually want to get caught out with the track being too dry. Let's see what Hamilton's time is through the second sector. He's still a 10th up. No one on dries is going faster than us. I think one more lap. I think one more lap like this.
Okay.
Right now, the pace is still there. The pace is still good. I don't want to go too early, because there was that time last season we went too early. Like, the dryness of the track was around where it is now, and it was too early. We ended up losing time, which I don't want to do at the moment. Like, I want to maximise this as much as possible.
We want to get to, like, this line coming up, don't we?
Yeah, and Leclerc is now starting to lap faster than us.
Okay, pit now, I say.
Leclerc did a 10.4. Yep.
Yeah, because by the time you get to the finish line, that will have ticked over to the optimal time for softs.
Now is the time to pit. I don't know if I picked the right tyre there, so I'm going to do it again just to be sure.
Okay.
There we go. Soft tyres. Soft tyres should comfortably get us to the end of the Grand Prix as well, barring any rain. Think it's time for the dryers? Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Bolter Rob. I was looking at it. I saw Leclerc catching us. He's taken like a second out of us, but to be fair, he's also he's now on the right tyres and in a faster car. So now and yeah, Hamilton's pace has just dropped into a positive delta. This is the perfect time to pit. Excellent. In we come. Set of soft tyres. Fantastic job by the crew. Bottas is going to take the lead. We will come out in second place. Because Bottas is still on the intermediate tyre. And there we go. That is hopefully our one and only pit stop made. Now we just need to make it to the end. What was Bottas' time last time around? 1:11.4. Yeah, Leclerc's in the 109s, man. I don't think we're going to be that fast.
That's Verstappen.
Leclerc currently stuck behind our. Yeah, Verstappen moving fast as well. Verstappen was faster than Leclerc last time around. Yeah, dryers are definitely the tyres to be on right now. Definitely the tyres to be on. Oh yeah, my phone is charged. Ah, too schnell. Right. So we're only halfway through this race now. Well, we are literally halfway through the Grand Prix. How crazy is that? We are halfway through the race. Right, I'm going to go grab a brew. Mike?
Okay.
Please educate the chat with more conversations. I'm curious to know, chat, tell me if Mike lists any more saggy fruits.
Kiwis. Kiwis, I bet they're saggy. They're not saggy on the outside, but once you open them up, I bet they're saggy as hell. Let's see. Technically, if you get an off banana, that's saggy. That can be really saggy if it's off. Then again, if it was off, why are you opening the banana? Then again, winter's never the time for it. You'll either get them off and old, or you'll get them... Oh, Bottas was tired. Fascinating. Anyway, as I was saying, you'll either get that, or they'll be rock hard for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bunk. Well, needless to say, I think Leclerc is going to catch us. But to be fair, that was expected. I feel like I'm on a rambling spree, but I'm not saying anything. Yes, I agree. Reject the saggy bananas. No one cares for saggy bananas. Yeah, let's throw veg in there as well. What? Oh, well, I suppose any veg that's been boiled too much is automatically saggy. Because it's like droopy and full of disappointment. To be fair, I don't like a lot of veg. I'll eat carrots, sweet corn. I'll eat the odd broccoli, I guess. But only if it's like covered in gravy or something. Potatoes, happily eat a potato. Preferably roasted and slightly salted.
I came back to hearing potatoes roasted, slightly salted, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm nursing the semi now.
Yes, I have mentioned.
I'm just reading the chat. Hold on. So reject saggy bananas. Is it just fruit that sags, or is it veg sag too? Hashtag droopy celery. Yo, yeah. What about droopy? Yes, Mike. Go on. Proceed. What
Drippy is like similar to saggy, but except it just like folds over one side and looks pathetic.
So what else was considered saggy? I need to know.
I said kiwis, but only after you open them. If you on the outside they're hard, but once you open them up, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it with the kiwi. I can't say I've ever seen it with an apple, but yeah, kiwi I can understand.
Yeah, okay. I said an off banana as well. Like it's gone past the point of you should just throw this in the bin, that sort of thing.
So are we saying so it's not like overly ripe where it's like banana bread banana. We're talking like beyond use.
Oh, I want okay, not beyond use, but between beyond use and perfect.
See, I would just call that mush. That would just be a sack of mush.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe reject the saggy bananas and replace it with drooped.
Asparagus and broccoli go more limp than saggy. Yeah,
true.
Yeah, I'd say because limp is different to saggy. Flaccid celery.
Oh, God, no. I don't like celery, full stop.
Bonus points for the word flaccid. Flaccid's a great word.
I am... well... I'm not going to dignify that with a proper response.
Soggy chips are the worst.
Oh, God, no! Don't do that to me. Soggy chips.
Soggy chips are awful. So, but I have discovered.
Wait. It depends on what's made them soggy.
Anything. Right. Anything. It makes it a soggy chip, in my opinion.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Why the hell am I trying to play devil's advocate here? Soggy chips, awful.
The best kind of chips are skin on, triple cooked.
Oh, crispy on the outside
style.
And fluffy on the inside.
There's a place in Southend that I discovered recently that does them. So they're set up like a chippy. So they'll do it in like a paper cone, but they are essentially that. They're like skin on triple cooked chips. And their gimmick is, they do like chips and they've got like chicken strips or whatever, but they do like 30 different sauces. So I got like a large portion of chips with like sweet chili, honey mustard, and curry sauce. And I just enjoyed that way too much. It was, sensational. Oh. Right, so Leclerc and Verstappen have caught us. I mean, we kind of expected that to happen, number one.
Yeah. Bottas is retired, by the way.
Oh, no!
Not from the sport. He's retired from the race.
He has retired. Oh, he retired while he was running on the intermediates. Was he in the lead when he retired then? Or had we overtaken him?
I think we overtook him. I'll be honest, I didn't really notice at the time. Because I was on a different tab, just quickly sorting something out.
Not KFC chips then. KFC chips are the worst. Like, they were... So here's the thing with KFC chips, right? Okay? Because they changed them a few years back, right?
Yeah.
As you know, when you worked there. So they had those... Go on.
The reason why they changed them to those thick cuts is because they could hold them for longer. Well, purely because they kept the heat longer.
That is literally the only reason.
If they did it right, they could be good.
Yeah, because they had those thin ones, didn't they?
They remind me of fish shop chips, but reheated fish shop chips.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not good. No, we didn't overtake. Thank you, Lee. But like, because KFC used to have those thin ones, and like 90% of the time they were bad and they were cold, right?
Yeah.
But every once in a while you'd go there and they'd be fresh, and when they were fresh, they were really good.
Yeah.
Since they changed them, I've never had good KFC chips ever. I would purposely
I can confirm, considering that when I was working there, I would be able to get fresh ones. The fresh ones are nice, but because the company could hold on to them for a bit longer than
you never got them fresh.
You'd have to be perfect with your timing to get those fresh chips.
See, I've gone into McDonald's before at like 10:29. I've ordered breakfast on like the self scan thing.
Yeah.
Put that in. Ticks over to 10:30. Gone to the counter and gone large fries, please. Like just a large fries to get them like the ultimate freshness, so I can have like my sausage and egg muffin with a large fries. That's 10,000 IQ. I think now it'd be to 11 because they do breakfast to 11. I think.
Okay, so you have to go in there a bit later.
Which, you know, ain't the worst thing in the world.
No.
But yeah, so to go back to KFC, I now, if I'm getting something with KFC and I want to have chips with it, I will get the KFC and then I will, like, before I go home, like, this will only really happen on, like, Canvey Town. But I would, like, go to KFC, get the chicken, like, let's say I get, like, a boneless banquet or something that comes with chips, whatever. I will then go to the chippy, get chips, have those with the KFC, and just yeet the KFC chips into the deep fathoms of the universe. I don't know.
Into the seagull's belly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, you can have these. Like, I don't want them.
You can. The seagull looks at it. Fuck that. You have it.
If only it did that with sausage rolls.
Yeah. Seagulls will happily go after sausage rolls. Actually, they'll eat anything.
True.
The remotely edible.
Apparently the track is still damp.
Ha! It's a moist
Nick
track.
Cassidy is retired with mechanical issues. Oh no! That is one hot Mercedes.
Toasty.
Well, Cassidy is out of the race. So Perez is like 15 or so seconds behind us.
Okay.
Which is good. What was the lap times last time? We did a 110. Perez did a 1.9. We are on a harder tyre, though, to be fair. Perez is going to have to pit again. You know, we've taken 20% out of this set of tyres.
Yeah.
But that's it been like... What lap did we pit? We've had these tyres on for 11 laps. And we've taken 21% out of them.
Mm.
So, okay. Not bad.
There's only 19 drivers left in this race. Out of 24. They're dropping like flies.
It's becoming a race of attrition. It is becoming a race of attrition. It was literally like wet for half the race. And hopefully it's dry for half the race. Nice,
Hopefully.
perfect balance. Oh, Sonoda pits. Is Sonoda pitting? No, there's no way super soft tyres can't make it to the end. Super softs will do that many laps. That's a weird pit stop. That's a very weird pit stop.
A curious pit stop.
I'm very curious about this pit stop. Very curious indeed. Lap 50 starts. 28 laps remaining. In the South African Grand Prix. Super soft guys will definitely need to pit again. Yeah, 100%. 100% they need to pit again. It's the whole reason we went to the soft tyre. We were like, no, we are going to the end of the race.
Yes. No, we are.
And we saved so much fuel during those safety car periods. Like, we've still got an extra lap. Like, I've been on high for so long.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to have this much fuel.
Yeah, for us to actually not really worrying.
Put up a challenge to the others.
Oh, I need mod energy. And this is now where I multitask and go on to, you know, Galaxy of Heroes, but...
Nothing wrong with multitasking. I do that sometimes.
That's what I do. I need... Hold on. Here's what we need to be doing. Here's what we need. Right, do that. Have I got any other energy that's due to max out soon? Nope. Good. See? Bam. Multitasking over. Easy clap. Right, Hamilton. What was it last time round? 19.6. So you can get to the 109s. That's good. So this race now is all about just cruising wonderfully to the end. It's all under control. It's all very reasonable. Yo, can I also just say, thank you to everyone who turns up for these Motorsport Manager streams, because these have been the most successful streams for a little while now. Like, most people turn up, chat's all nice and active. It's good to show some love for a game that turns 8 years old this year. Is it 8 this year, or is it 7? I think this game was either 2014 or 2015. But yeah.
I could not tell you.
This game's old as hell. And as well, especially knowing now that the officially licensed Formula 1 version coming from Frontier Games is no longer in 2022. It's going to be a 2023 release.
Fair enough.
So it's another year of this game.
So, quick question.
Yep.
Is it as old as XCOM 2? I feel
XCOM
like
2 was
2 came out
2016.
2016, was
Yeah,
it?
2016 was XCOM 2.
Was it XCOM 1 that came out in 2012?
Yes.
Ah, that's where I got confused.
Well, not XCOM 1.
Well,
but
Enemy
XCOM
Unknown.
Enemy Unknown, yeah. It's like, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy, you know.
Okay, I get it.
Right, so if we were to finish, if things were to finish right now, Charles Leclerc would be leading the Drivers' Championship by 3 points over Maximus von Stappen,
Oh my.
with Nick Cassidy trailing behind. Esteban Ocon would be in 4th place on 35 points. Lewis Hamilton would jump to 5th on 34 points. And as for the constructors, Ferrari and Red Bull would stay where they are. Mercedes would stay where they are. AlphaTauri would jump to 4th. We would jump to 7th, and there would be 4 points separating 4th through to 7th.
Okay.
Let's get a look at mixed condition and see what he'd done to himself. You know. Bad. The team have got a big rebuild to do. A very big rebuild. Thankfully, he didn't crash in qualifying, and the team have to get the car ready for the race. Mick had a habit of doing that in IRL last year.
Mm-hmm.
But we let him get away with it because he's Mick Schumacher, you know, and he did things in that Haas that shouldn't be possible. Meanwhile, at the front, Verstappen, he's getting screwed by traffic. I was going to say, when I clicked on him, he was half a second behind Leclerc. It's now a second. Is Leclerc pushing hard? No, Verstappen's pushing harder. He's got his engine turned up.
Well, he needs to get past traffic, doesn't he?
Can Maximus von Stappen chase down and overtake Charles Leclerc? Look at him under braking, just getting up behind the Ferrari. What was our lap time last time around? 109.7. It's still not bad. Like, our lap times, considering the tyre we're on, are really solid. Big fan. Huge fan. Is now where the Red Bull closes up to the Ferrari. I'm getting Austria 2019 vibes off of this. Max Verstappen chasing down Charles Leclerc. Only that time it was Leclerc was on target to get his first win. Verstappen was on target. I can't remember how many wins Verstappen had at that point in his career, but, you know. He chased him down. It was Honda's first win since coming back to the sport. So far, the Ferraris have been fast but unreliable. Yeah, the Ferraris have had a real, like, McLaren 2005 vibe about them. Very quick, but like blowing up. That's what cost Kimi that world championship. Max can't seem to get past Leclerc. Where's Checo Perez? There's Checo Perez. Definitely looking like he's a good performance from Checo so far. Like, sometimes he really just doesn't seem with it. Like, he seems a hell of a lot slower than Max. But, you know, he's running in 4th, doing a decent job. Respect to the guy. So, who's currently on, like, the longest run in terms of tyres? So, our is looking good for the Super Softs. Could he squeak to the end? Maybe. Ocon and Hartley definitely going to the end. Sonoda, I would say, going to the end. Yamashita's going to the end. And obviously we are. Everyone else, I'm thinking they're going to be pitting. Like Leclerc, Verstappen. Like if I pit Hamilton now, it would say Hamilton's Super Softs to go 35 to 37 laps. And these guys have been on them, what, 24? Yeah, so they've only got, like, 10 or so laps left. There's 20 laps to go. But then they're going to go to the Ultra Soft, which is, of course, like a mega fast tyre, so. But so far, things have been moving along. Apparently, Hamilton's form is literally through the floor. I don't understand how that's actually possible. Yeah, you're running in third in an absolute shitbox. You're driving out of your skin. What's the secret? Well, actually... Oh! The leaders collide! And Verstappen is through and Leclerc has damage!
My God.
And he's been given a penalty! Hold on now. Oh my... Hello?
This
Look at the fire! Look, both Mercedes are just on fire!
Good grief.
Look, okay, Leclerc back out on track. It wasn't that bad. Set a super soft, so he's now going to the end of the race. But there you go. Charles Leclerc crashes into Verstappen, trying to defend the lead.
Well, what's Verstappen looking like now? Has he got no damage at all? Or what?
No spanner on Verstappen, but he is currently stuck in traffic.
Interesting.
It's a short pit lane here.
It is.
So
It's both play to our advantage and disadvantage.
I don't know if, like, even when Verstappen pits, if we're going to jump him, I think the gap might be too large. World's worst brake check. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Verstappen and Leclerc have collided over the lead of a Grand Prix. Yeah, Leclerc's coming at us at a vast rate of knots. He's cranked everything up to the 9s. Everything. Oh, he's turned it up over 9,000. Hamilton in the 1.9s. Leclerc. Well, I suppose we're not going to see if it's a fast lap or not, but he's saving fuel and absolutely pushing his tyres. I'm happy for us to save the tyres for now, and then we can go beans on them should we need to near the end. Right now, there's no need to push. Everything's all working out. What we can do is, like, as and when we start needing to, like, rest the engine and the components, because I'm not going to lie, some of them are getting a bit low, we can turn the engine down and utilise some of the spare tyres that we've got. As Leclerc goes fastest with a 107.5. That Ferrari's... Oh, Rick... Okay, Rick Bobby spun. I saw yellow flags and got very scared. But then it cleared up pretty quickly, which is fine. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Apparently he collides with Hamilton. He's been given another 5-second penalty. Max Verstappen has crashed.
Ooh.
Max Verstappen is out of the South African Grand Prix.
Oh, interesting.
It is a true...
18 cars left to go.
It is a true race of attrition. This is madness. Hamilton once again leads the race. Rewind it? Oh, yeah, if I, like, imagine the ability to rewind. I can't believe that. Verstappen has binned it. Well, that's going to, if Leclerc finishes this race, he's going to get a huge lead in the championship.
Yeah, we'll certainly jump up a few points. Take a look at the structures.
So now, if it finished the way that it does, we would finish 4th, or we would be 4th.
Yeah, which is good news for us, because we said we'd come in 6th.
That's mega. Hamilton's on a personal best.
Good for him. He's always done well at the front, Hamilton.
It's kind of what he does. He gets into the lead of a race and just goes, yup, bye.
He does good in fresh air.
Yellow flag once again. Can't overtake
Ooh.
in Sector 1. Very nice. Very good.
Very good.
I don't know if we're going to be able to fend off Leclerc for the rest of the race.
I don't think we can. It'd be a nice fantasy, but I don't think we can.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to turn that up. As Sonoda now posts the fastest lap of the race. Is he on fresh super soft? No, Sonoda pitted many laps ago. Operation keep backing into Leclerc. Oh, they've cleared the Red Bull now at turn 1.
Be fair, though, it's not exactly hard. It was somewhat out of the way regardless.
Yeah, it wasn't like the Ferrari that was just on the racing line.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hamilton, new personal best. As the fuel burns off. We turn things up to start pushing. I can't believe this is worked out to where it is. This race has been an absolute madness. PB in sector 2. Across the line, another personal best, a 109.0. Leclerc! Nah, the Ferrari's got too much grunt. He passes us. I'm not surprised. But and Leclerc will make it to the end because he's on a fresh set of tyres. Sergio Perez has really closed the gap. He's just quietly been getting on with it. But guess who needs to make another pit stop? Sergio Perez. Oh, Colton Herter in the pits with damage. That's very unfortunate for the Bugatti, isn't it? Man, if only Mick was still in the race. Sergio Perez on the move. He's closing up to us. Liam Lawson in the pits with damage with Bugatti as well. Oh, dear. How unfortunate. "12 laps remaining. Russell now in the pits. Right, let's go neutral and let's put the engine back up to high. Just balance everything. Just bring the car home. Just bring the car home, Lewis. All you gotta do. Ricardo's still in the pits. 9th for Ricardo? Yeah, he's out behind Brendan Hartley. Personal best into the 108s. Very respectable. Very respectable. We take that. We take that all day, every day. How old are Perez's tyres? 34 laps. Oh yeah, he's going to hit the cliff anytime now. Anytime. But then he's going to bolt on a set of Ultra Softs and be like 8 seconds a lap faster than us. Maybe 8 is an exaggeration, but you get where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But still, he hasn't come in yet. He still hasn't passed us yet either. I say that. And he's attacking. He's pitting this lap. Oh, bit of wheel banging. Bit of argy-bargy. Between Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. So Abu Dhabi 2021 all over again. So Perez is going to pit. And then we will retake the position. Okay. What tyres does Checo go on to? Louis Delatraz has crashed now. In the same place, I think. Yep.
Yes.
Same place as Max Verstappen. And, yep, Sergio Perez is on the ultra soft tyre. Like I expected. He is 15 seconds behind us. However, he's got a lot of speed. And he's going to come at us at a vast rate of knots. So we need to do everything we can to try and stay ahead. I don't know if we can. I'm certainly going to try it. As Hamilton does a 108.5. I mean, Leclerc's in the 106s. That he's already got 10 seconds on us. That is insane speed. How are we supposed to match that? Well, I suppose we're not. We're in the 11th fastest car, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
We just need the laps to keep ticking down. 7 laps to go. I get your parts, Lewis, aren't like the best right now. I need you to do what you can. Please, Lewis, I beg you. Like, if you could just do one of your classic "my tyres are gone" and set 6 of the fastest laps as Charles Leclerc pits from the lead.
Interesting.
For ultra soft tyres.
Okay, so we'll catch up to us soon.
I am bamboozled. I am schmeckledorfed.
See how it goes.
I am everything. I mean, he's caught us like by a second in the middle sector. He's just rapid. 5 laps to go. 108.0. 5 seconds behind. Yeah, Leclerc is too fast. Leclerc right now is just too fast.
Out of interest, if I know we've done this before, but if the race was to end and we were in, what's top 3 points we would get? So first is 25.
It's 25, then 18,
18, then
15, 12, 10,
okay,
8, 6. I can't remember. How many points is Ricciardo going to get right now? Ricciardo is due to get 6 points, yeah.
Okay.
Right, I conserved tyres for a lap just because I wanted to. We're stuck behind traffic.
That overtook us. Really should be getting blue flagged.
Yeah, I mean... Still not getting blue flagged. Come on, blue flag! Blue flag! It's actually going faster than us. That's the problem.
That's depressing. Oh, look, who's behind us?
3 laps to go! Here comes Charles Leclerc! I'm not surprised. He's in a faster car, faster tyres, fresher tyres.
Here comes Charles Leclerc, and... Ooh. So, I'm surprised he didn't overtake earlier.
I'm just keeping everything clenched.
Don't clench.
Hamilton
much,
defends well. Oh!
Oh, he's
Leclerc
run
makes a
wide.
mistake! Damage?
Interesting.
Damage? No damage.
No damage.
Leclerc makes a mistake. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me.
And now they have traffic between us and them.
Is this about to happen?
Let's not count our chickens before they hatch yet. I'm concerned about those tyres.
I'm concerned about the time, but I can't. I can't. Like, I don't.
No, I'm just saying I'm a bit concerned. That's all. It's the final lap, so let's see how it goes.
Personal best. Is it going to happen? We're coming through the final corners. Can this be? It is going to be Lewis Hamilton wins
unexpected
in
win.
South Africa.
We weren't expecting to win here, but we have won here. Ferrari and Red Bull must be gutted.
Ferrari in the mud.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm looking down the pit wall now. That is the pit of depression right there. Right now, the pit of despair is at the Ferrari pit lane.
Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, hello.
And Leclerc got him as well. He had a penalty. He had a 5-second penalty.
A powerful penalty has happened. Yeah. Hence the pit of despair.
Lewis Hamilton perfectly managed his hardest set of tyres. Oh, considering we came into that 20th and 24th. That's huge. That is
Wet weather racing. We're always good at it.
Yeah, like every track just needs like a wet part. And there was a point we were at the back. Oh.
Yeah, that's because it was that wet tire scenario, but
yeah, it was wet tires, and we just hung it out. I'm gutted
Yeah.
for Mick not being able to finish because I genuinely believe we could have got points with both cars. Like genuinely believe we could have got points with both cars. But I can't believe we pulled that off. There was a point I was certain I was at third place. And third place is still great. Third place is still a podium.
it's still
right?
podium.
But look at this. Look at it. Like, he bolted those tyres on. Like, Hamilton on, like, lap 6 had rear wing damage that he carried until lap 12. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, they don't have that point. Yeah, that's why I kept him as pushing. The main reason why I turned the tyres down for a lap was because the temperature was going quite high. I suppose in the end it didn't matter. Oh, wow. Unreal. Ferrari in the mud. I think Charles Leclerc would say he was stupid. Like, look at this position tracker. Like, first on lap 72 from where... Like, why did Ferrari pit? They did not need to pit. I don't understand. Like, we led for a few laps here. We were running third for so long after they got past us. Hamilton took the lead on 32, which is where his tyres, like, were where we were on the inters. But look, like, lap 24, we're last. We are stone dead last.
It was one hell of a charge.
And then by lap 32, he's in the lead. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. Like, the fact that I think both cars could have got points, it does sting a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But a win, a huge victory, mixed performance in the wet weather as well was sensational.
Also, Mick's not last.
It wasn't last, yeah. There you go, Carlos Sainz crashing out first.
4 crashes and 3 retires.
Race of attrition be
ridiculous.
damned. 4th place
That's just what we needed.
in the driver standings on 44 points. 4th place in the constructors on 44 points.
Just what we needed. Just what we needed.
Cape Town's becoming like another special race for us. It's a bit of a hollow victory, to be honest. It's great that we won, but it doesn't... What? No! No! Lewis, why? I mean, listen.
I think he's talking about the fact that Ferrari pitted.
Ferrari pitted and then
They cocked up. We would have taken them on the cock up.
And Leclerc crashed. But...
That's their problem. Lewis Hamilton says he feels like he won a hollow victory at Cape Town. What do you think, CX Formula One? Fuck that noise!
Yeah, we're
Down
just
champagne.
already downing champagne.
And he's drunk. Never mind.
Unreal. No! No! Have you got like an injury or something? Crashed car. Oh.
Although his marketability has gone up. From that, apparently. All right.
It's 2 weeks.
Oof.
We lost 1.6. Oh no! Lewis's bonuses! No!
Damn it!
We had to pay his bonuses! Meanwhile, in F3, Sauber with Jay Dirksen. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very good.
Hooray, we've paid money. Yeah.
How much did we just pay him extra?
Over $1 million. It's a good thing we've got so much money.
Yeah, we're actually doing quite well. Man, do you remember the days of Bob complaining about the money? Do you remember those?
Oh, Christ, yeah.
Do you think, like, I don't want to sound morbid here, but Bob was, you know, he was an older chap. Do you
Oh,
reckon...
no, he's still alive and kicking, because I just got an email from him complaining about the sodding money.
He must have scheduled it. Surely he scheduled it.
No. He's also attached a picture of him in the Canary Islands.
Oh, very nice. I'm glad he's enjoying, you know, not being our...
Retirement, yes.
Yeah, I'm glad he's enjoying that retirement now. You know, not us giving the stress.
Admittedly, I think he's kind of complaining about the money just to mock us, but, you know, I think he's taking it as a joke at this point, but, you know, it's still brings back the nightmares of him complaining about money.
An interview with F1 TV with Will Buxton. Absolutely. Lewis Hamilton claimed that your brake seems to be holding the team back, and technical commentators tend to agree. Is it true? Oof. I mean, we just built a new set of brakes. They were on Lewis's car. He won the race.
Well, we just need more investment in our HQ, really.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually the truth, because we do say that as well. 3 pit stops, we did great. Hamilton blitzes the competition. Call Big TK for some money. True, yeah. Hey, TK! Oh. I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words.
Oh, we're very secure.
10 days till we do it again. Practice is a monsoon. Everything else is going to be dry, apparently.
Typical.
It's just been on the up for Lewis. Look, no points, 1 point, 8 points, 10 points, big 25 points.
Yeah.
We had to wait till Brazil to get a win last season. Okay. Sponsor-wise, so the next one that runs out is AT&T, which is our big one. So that runs out in 2 races' time. So we've got it for Vancouver. We've got it for Guildford. So by Munich...
Vancouver and Guildford are good ones for us, normally.
Yes.
Vancouver, because we've got a Vancouver expert.
Yep.
And Guildford, because it's the... I don't know, we just had good luck there.
It's a home race. Home race
it's
luck.
Home race. We usually... Yeah.
We've got that home race luck, and then we'll have a new title sponsor for Munich, so we will no longer be the AT&T and Compton Racing Grand Prix. We'll be whatever it happens to be going into Munich. Pit crew is... I'm probably going to swap this guy out because he's...
Getting a bit tired.
Yes, we'll swap you with you. We will... I think that's really the only one that needs changing. Anyone else?
Yeah.
You've got 18 on the front jack, but other than that, I don't think we necessarily need to worry. Everyone else, like, I mean, you're just below 70, so you're fine. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. 33 days till a new gearbox. It's going to take a hot minute.
Izmir is our overall bar climbing.
It is a little bit. It is a bit.
Not a lot, but
overall, we're still the 11th. In top speed, we're 11th. In acceleration, we're 11th. In deceleration, we're 9th. Low speed, 10th. Medium speed, 11th. High speed, 11th. I think Aston Martin's car is just that bad across the board. But we're getting there. Like, we're clearly, like, we're nearly bang on for the average in deceleration, and we're getting there with medium speed corners. You know, our next big investment for the HQ is going to be the design center. Like, we need that new design center to get that to level 3.
Yeah.
Our simulator and our forecasting center will be built in 8 weeks as well, which is nice. So they'll be in for Ardennes. And then, whew, new buildings. What can we build? So we're building these which are new. A wind tunnel, brakes, staff set. What does that do? Driver, fitness, improved skills. Yeah, I mean, we do need those. Gearbox and engine do take longest. Yeah, exactly. And to be fair with the gearbox, we did do an extra component which removed the red zone, which is nice. That's actually gonna get removed. I'll tell you what, let's just tick over for a few days just so the car gets repaired. There we go. So the car repair is done. No, it's not. Car repair is now done.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so performance is going to be done 7 days before the race. Okay, well,
Nice.
let's bring that. There we go. Perfect. So that's the brakes. This engine, that engine is pretty screwed. So what we need to do is we can't really buff that engine a bit. We do need to try and get the reliability of some of Mick's parts up a little bit. His gearbox as well is concerning me. But to be fair, actually, so for Vancouver, we've said this since the start. Hamilton's going to get all the extra stuff for Vancouver to benefit the most out of that Vancouver expert. Okay. However, Mick is of course going to get the gearbox because so far it's been so we gave so we gave Hamilton the engine, we gave Mick the suspension, we gave Hamilton the brakes. So Mick will get the gearbox, and then later on in the season, to pay off for Hamilton getting preferential treatment at Vancouver, kind of at the tail end of the season, we will give Mick all the parts for like a race or two, just to kind of compensate. Because by the end of the season, most of the fighting will be done. And we will just be looking at like overall kind of performance. So we will like pay him back for that. You have got a spare engine in 79 condition? Yeah, we do. We do. So we can at least use that. And of course, once the gearbox is done, we will need to build a rear wing and suspension. And that then gets us to a point where we haven't been before, where we've had a part built for each component. So what we can then do is we can be like, okay, what can we make better? Like, can we go back to the start? Like, can we build another engine and make it even better? You know? That, I think, is a good plan. Well, unexpected win in Cape Town today. Huge. Thank you for everyone for being here to witness it. The second Formula 1 win of the Incompetent Racing Grand Prix team. We, of course, got one in Brazil last year. So we've knocked that off. Let's hope that we can continue fighting and doing a good job with our points. Goal for this season, if we can get Mick Schumacher into the points, that would be tippity-top. I'd absolutely love it if we could achieve that by the end of the year. And if we can beat that 6th, that'd be huge. And then we just need to carry on building. Because once we get the design centers to level 3, we can build road cars.
Nice.
Which will be another form of income for us. And then, of course, we need to get level 4 factory and level 4 design center. Then we can build the theme park, which, of course, is our ultimate goal for this. Screw everything else. We want incompetent land.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, for anyone who's lost sight of why we're doing this, we need the theme park, right? The theme park is why we're here. The HQ... It's a ways off. We need that factory and that design center, but incompetent land. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna build incompetent land. Sooner or later, it will get done, and then soon we'll open up this plot of land and we'll build a road car factory as well. But,
yeah.
We'll destroy this farm. This poor farmer over here with his hay bales and whatever.
It's combine harvester.
Exactly. But thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment any feedback down below. Subscribe and enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. And do please check out the description box for Team Channel, Twitter, and Discord. Mike, do you have any final closing words and or thoughts on our stupendous victory?
It's mind-blowing. I cannot get over it. It was edge of your seat ride. It was watching all the other cars blow up in hysteria and tragedy. It was glorious. It's a perfect F1 race, in my opinion.
It had a little bit of everything. Just an actual little bit.
It had drama. It had romance. It had bloodshed.
Yeah, we don't like the bloodshed is concerning because you know that would be the drivers crashing, and that's the last thing we want. But we must now bid you adieu. Thank you once again. As I always say, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.
Ta-ta!